I'm excited to go to work every morning. I walk from the bus stop into the door, and then I put my stuff down, grab my keys, I go straight to my locker, I grab my bag, and I kind of clean up my desk a little bit, wipe it down until I'm ready to clock in. Oh, you gotta have your morning coffee before you get started.
She was at the office every day. She performed everything that we asked her to do, and above all, she had a smile on her face all the time. She enjoyed being there, and it was contagious. I don't think any other employee had that same outlook, and I'm talking of employees that have been with me for 30 years.
It's entirely true that anyone you work with, every person who's employed is going to have their own differences, challenges, whether they have a disability or not. I do think there are a lot of misconceptions around people with disabilities and their participation in the everyday workforce. One of the things that employers may struggle with is thinking that it's going to be really complicated, or they're going to have to deal with bureaucratic challenges. And while it can be somewhat true that you might need to provide accommodations, what you gain from employing people with disabilities is so much greater than any of the barriers or costs that you might perceive at the outset.
Over the course of my career, I've been really impressed by people with disabilities and their work ethic. I think that our employment partners find them to be some of the most dependable, reliable employees that they have on their team. People with disabilities have had to overcome so many barriers and stereotypes. They tend to be exceptionally resourceful and adaptable, especially an employer who is looking to hire an entry-level position. Those positions tend to require a lot of flexibility and willingness to learn new things, and people with disabilities have had to deal with that their entire lives.
Kelly started with us in 2018. We knew that there were some possible hurdles to overcome with our existing employees. That was one of my concerns. How would someone with a disability interact with our existing employees? My people embraced Kelly from day one. She was able to instill in my existing workers a sense of well-being and a sense of appreciation for what they do. I think a lot of that had to do with their bubbly personality.
I think it's a natural part of the human condition that when we are unfamiliar with a particular type of person, there might be some natural hesitation. But once you've taken the leap to build a relationship with someone with a disability, you immediately start to break down any of those unnecessary fears and the uncertainties around it. You start to see the full scope of humanity and our community and the people you can interact with, and it's a beautiful thing.
We had gone through various entities utilizing their workforce development people, and unfortunately, it just didn't work out for us because we'd bring somebody in and within a week or two, they're gone, they never show up. I heard about Oparc, and I believe it was even the county of San Bernardino that told me to get in touch with them. So I did, and they took a look at what it was we do, and they offered some assistance for us. It was great.
The backbone of what Oparc does is provide services and supports to folks who have a variety of different needs, and we just want to support them where they need assistance and let them design the life of their dreams. Employers have an incredible opportunity here, not only to make their workforce more robust and more dependable and reliable and to reduce their turnover numbers, but they also have an opportunity here to connect people with disabilities with the greater community at large.
When we initially started, we had, I believe, 3 individuals from Oparc. They came in with a coach. Their coach stayed with them for the most part of the day for many, many weeks to get them up to speed. It was very beneficial. Not only did we have them working with us, they were able to interact with the rest of our employees. And that's a big thing for everyone, for them as well as for us.
We have medical day programs, we have community-based day programs where people are able to explore their communities and explore some pre-vocational training. We have an entire facility downstairs where people can get art lessons and cooking lessons. Oparc also provides supported employment, and that program goes all the way from the beginning of someone's skill development, where they're in a job search phase and they're learning soft skills, how to interview, so that we can try to match them with an employer that aligns with that skill set and those interests. And then from there, when they get hired, we provide job coaching.
When I sew patches, they go onto a uniform that our men and women are wearing, either here or overseas. And knowing they're standing up for our country, it just feels rewarding that I'm giving back now, 6 years later. I am living on my own. I've put 2 children through college. I pay my rent, I pay my bills. I can go bowling, I can go to the movies, I can just do more things than I ever did before, and it feels really good. If it wasn't for Oparc, I wouldn't know who I am, and I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for them. Oparc is the best.
Oparc, inspiring lives with purpose. For more, visit oparc.org.